Wine Library TV. I am your host, Gary Chuck, and this, my friends, is the Thunder Show, aka the internet's most passionate and loudest intro wine show. Laid Back Friday, Mott, you notice a lot of people talking about it. Blind Monday, Laid Back Friday, kind of like where that's going. Here we are on a Laid Back Friday with a huge Jets game coming up this Sunday against the undefeated 10-0 Titans. Mott, you have a big game too. Cardinals 7-3. You should probably beat them, but they score a lot of points. It'll be interesting to see what you guys do there. I'm excited. It's pretty late. We had a crazy day today. I had a lot to do. But most of all, I'm excited because I feel like we've caught, I don't know if I'll call it second win, but almost 18th win on the Thunder Show. I'm excited about the education aspects. I feel we had some good shows on that level. Read through a lot, far majority of the 400 plus comments. Saw some people saying I was getting back my mojo. Got me excited. And I want to get back into the Laid Back Friday gist. I want to definitely do more blind tastings. I'm definitely going to do more cool guests, including one I've already taped. And you'll see probably next week. And just got to make sure if the numbers from the last couple Thanksgiving weeks, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, if there's enough viewership, because this is a pretty big guest. And I want to keep experimenting, showing you guys wines, talking about things, doing shout-outs like Jared and Stacy's 6th wedding anniversary. Wonderful years together, they said. So happy anniversary. And Roberto and Karen. Roberto, a big Vaniac, great guy, love him. 17th wedding anniversary. Congratulations, you guys are the best. And Phil Mahoney. Happy birthday. So I want to continue to talk about education. I want to keep showing you places like the Madiran, which in the southwest of France, which is a place that has really interesting wines, specifically a grape varietal called Tannat, which is a very serious, dark, big grape that is the big grape varietal out of the Madiran area in France. And what's ironic about this wine, Mott, the Pierre Laplace, I circled it here so people could see who the producer were. We did this in February of 2008, the 2004 vintage. This is the 06 vintage. Now, Madiran's a very interesting place in the southwest of France. It's about 3,200 acres large. They produce about 10 million bottles out of the Madiran each year from the clay and limestone style vineyards, ground terroir that they come from. All red wine. And to be a wine from the Madiran, it must be classified AOC, Appellation Origin Control. Let's put that right. Let's show them that, Mott. Right there, the AOC, Appellation Origin Control. You can see right here, maybe with my finger, Mott, that it is 60% Tannat, and it costs $10 US. To be a Madiran wine, it must be 40% Tannat. So if it was 35, they could not call it that Tannat. It has to be 40% Tannat minimum. As you can see, this one's 60. It's also 20% Cabernet Franc. It's also 20% Cabernet Sauvignon. So it's a blend, but predominantly Tannat. Sometimes you get 100% Tannat. Those are real big boys. The thing with this grape varietal, the Tannat grape, is it's very tight, very tannic, very serious. No bull crapping allowed. Just a dark, long-aged wine that will last much longer than Syrah and Cabernet. You get 100% Tannat, it could probably outlive a human being. I mean, long agers, big wines. Let's give it a little bit of a pour in here. Stemless glass today, just because I want to keep mixing it up. And plus, ironically, I drink out of a stemless at home much, much more than anything else. And so, on a Thunder Show, I'm always in a glass, so fun to have a little stemless here. So yeah, I want to keep educating and pushing the envelope, having great guests, doing fun stuff like the blind, definitely getting back into my zone of the Laid Back Friday couch, and keep finding areas. I mean, I searched Madiran on Wine Library TV, and got one result. In the top corner, if you search, I searched Madiran, one result, the 04 version of this, so I figured it was time to talk about Madiran again. And it wasn't even a Madiran show, it was like Southwest France. So we've never done a Tannat Madiran show, Mott. And so the question of the day today is, homework for the weekend, is search some things on Wine Library TV, and anything you don't get a result for that you want to show on, that's what you leave in the comments. Got a lot of comments this time. I have a feeling we'll get even more over the weekend, Mott, because I'm going to use that as a blueprint for the rest of the year. I want to kind of widen the library. So I want to do that for you. I want to continue to pump out shows. I don't know, I feel really good. I just feel like, another thing is I did 450 emails last night in my flight back from where I was. And so I definitely, from Arizona for my speaking engagement. So I got to read a lot of emails and realizing that people are being inspired to try new things, are trying new things, love the content. I don't know, it just gave me a pep to my step, Mott. I just feel like a big second win as we head into our 3rd year. 3-year anniversary, February 21st, 2009. 3 years. I don't know, and I'm still doing it. I'm still loving it, and I want to continue to do it for you guys for as long as I can. Even when I own the Jets, maybe at halftime we'll do a live Thunder show. That'd be a hoot, huh? So let's talk about this wine. Let's get into it. Very dark. You'll always see great color, guys, out of the Madiran wines. Just Tannat, a dark wine. Let's give it a sniffy sniff, because that's what I like to do. Getting across some really good dark cassis coming through. I also get a little bit of tar bubble coming through. Little hints of raspberry on the tail end, but a very dark wine. Still very tight. This wine has been opened for about an hour, and that's probably way too little. We'd probably like to see it open for about another 2 or 3 hours decanted. But very big, very tight, big nose. I do get the tar coming through more and more. Little asphalt action. Asphalt, tarry, dark, blackberries, a little cassis, but very, very intense, dark, deep, and focused, and not opened enough yet, to be honest. Let's give it a whirl. Wow. Very tight, big tannins. The inner linings of my cheeks are just puckered up city. Really heavy, dark, bitter. Like bitter, dark chocolate tannins are coming through on this wine. So if you like dry, if you like really dry and very big wines, like a lot of Cabernet fans do, that have, they've gone over oaked, but a lot of people like that. This is the kind of wine for you. To me, it's a little too tight. Again, when you're drinking young Tannat, it's always too young. It's too young if this was a 96, let alone a 2006. It's young if it was an 86, let alone a 2006. It's young if it was a 76, let alone a 2006. It's young if it was a 66, let alone a 2006. It's, okay. At the end of the day, these wines need aging. They just do. And really what we should really do is pour some into a decanter. Mott, we're going to pour some into a decanter, and we're going to come back Monday and retaste it. So it's going to be open for 3 days, Friday, Saturday to Sunday. I mean, it's going to be 3 full days that this will be decanted. We'll see if we get a little bit more out of this. Oh, I like it, Mott. Look at the handy camera work by the all-star Chris Mott. So it's really tough to evaluate right now. At its present tense right now, the way this wine's coming across, I get a little bit of blueberry, but subtle. But I'm not kidding. This is all tannins. I mean, just tight as a rock. Tight as it gets. And really tough for me to evaluate. Let me swirl a little more, taste a little more. I do like the blue fruit. There is definitely a blueberry. It's actually, I don't know, I got a lot more out of that. Really dry. I mean, bone dry. Great tannins. This wine will last for 7 to 15 years easy, probably longer. This is very much an entry level, and it's only 60% Tannat, so it's not 100% high quality Tannat, but 7 to 15 years for me on this one. Big, big, ballsy wine. To me, if you've got an old Italian fellow, he likes the old world wine, and he drinks crappy Chianti, this is the bottle that I give. I'm going to recommend this. There's a guy coming in tomorrow that I'm going to recommend this to. Just, a Brunello Barolo lover. Though it doesn't taste like it, it's got that bone dryness on the palate that I think really associates with the old world drinkers. Kind of like wine used to be. I mean, really, they used to be a lot drier and more bitter and serious, but great with food in a lot of ways. A lot of the new world, high fruit, high alcohol, oak aspects, just the way we've gone has really taken away that edge. That's why a lot more people can drink red wine. It's a little bit easier, but there's something to the old school. Something to put a little hair on your chest about this wine that I think a lot of people would be attracted to. It's still tight, but it's very solid. I think this is an 86 plus point wine. I don't think it's spectacular in any shape because you really can't taste that much. It's so tight and so tannic and so bitter. But It's a nice wine at $10. It's a great education. I mean, that's what it is. Expanding the palate is the key. Mutt, you just crack your knee?
My knees
That was
cracked, yeah.
unbelievable. Expanding the palate is what it is all about. It's a neat wine. 60% Tannat, 20% Cab Franc, 20% Cabernet. Big steaks, big burgers, big foods. 7 to 15 years. Drinking solid now. Based on the way I'm tasting this, probably 3-4 hours opening the bottle, decanting will probably work. We'll see what happens after 3 days on Monday, even though we're going in a totally different direction with the show. But pretty interesting wine. 10 bones. You think about that. Really worth the experience. And what do you get for $10 in wine these days? A lot of the foo-foo animal wines that suck. So think about picking this wine up. It's pretty available throughout the U.S. And that's where we're at. 86 points. Not bad for a $10 wine. You know, it's like, get out of there. It's like, you know, like, you want to, like, hunt for a snake or something that's in the hole. Like, you just wait. I just feel like we're going to be waiting there, like, the whole weekend for the squirrel to come out of the hole. So, my Jets prediction. Jets, 7-3. 10-0 Titans. I think the Jets roll into Tennessee and lose 17-16 in a heartbreaker. I think Kerry Collins throws up a prayer to Justin Gage at the end, and they beat the Jets 17-16. But we're going to fight gallantly, and then we're going to get revenge in the AFC Championship game and go to the Super Bowl. Question day has been driven home. It's not really a question. It's kind of like a job. Sorry, but I think it could be really neat. It'll be fun for you. And Mott, what we'll promise, and you have to promise with me now, we will give a shout out to the person who came up with the show. Because people are going to search. You're going to search. You're going to search maybe Zinfandel or Turley. You can search anything. Producers, winemakers, whatever you want. If you get no results, be like, this was what I searted for, and this is the kind of show I'd like. We'll do a bunch. We'll blueprint it out. We'll definitely do it for all. Everything after next week. I got a lot of Thanksgiving shows. A lot of value under $10 Thanksgiving shows for next week that you can find in supermarkets around the country. I got some tricks up my sleeve for the Vayner Nation. You, with a little bit of me, have a great weekend, by the way, and thank you so much to everybody who leaves comments and emails me that appreciates this show. You know, I think we've been doing it for so long, and I miss so many of you. Some of you have been coming back out of the woodworks, which has been making me feel so tremendous, and I just hope everybody's well. We're changing the wine world.